Hey, what's up, you guys? It is Cassie. It's Monday, and oh my god, I'm uploading kind of late today. Sorry, I've just been really busy today, so I do apologize if this video is up later than you guys are used to. But I just want to let you guys know it is Freestyle Week. What does that mean, you ask? That means we get to talk about whatever we want. So I decided to talk to you guys today a little bit about stress. Now, I'm sure we all encounter stress. If you can say you don't encounter stress, you're probably a bit too young to really know what stress is like or what it feels like. And in which case, I'm jealous of you, but you've got it coming in the next few years, so God bless your soul. Anyway, beside the point, for all of us that do deal with stress, whether it's school related or it's work related or it's just your personal, like, family life, I just figured instead of just blabbering about what's stressing me out, I'm going to share with you some of my best tips for handling stress. I primarily handle stress at school, but sometimes it can be personal life and family stuff, and sometimes it can be work too, but it's mainly school. I know that I get really stressed out probably around the time that it becomes time for finals, and we're wrapping up the semester, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta get everything together, I gotta have good grades, am I gonna get a good GPA, am I gonna make the dean's list, I'm in college, all these things just come to, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so scary, how am I gonna do well, am I gonna pass my classes, am I gonna fail, is my GPA gonna look good for when I transfer, oh my god. But I would say, as far as finals, studying for finals, I know, and my brother gave me this tip in high school, my senior year of high school, and it definitely has helped me out since. I would say, as soon as you know, what material, whether you're given, a review sheet, or whether the teacher tells you, chapters 13 through 16 are going to be on this final exam, whenever you know what you need to study for, you just get started as soon as you can, and you study until the exam. And I'm not saying, oh, go crazy, study, 5 hours a night. Half an hour to an hour every day. That'll do it. That'll get it in your brain so that when you get to the final, you don't look at that test and blank and go, oh man, I did not study hard enough and I don't know what I'm doing, so I have to just put something on the paper to get a grade, and it's probably going to be really bad. Because let me tell you, taking a test and BSing, bullshitting, not fun. Most of the time that doesn't work out. So just study hard. And then on top of that, if you have fellow friends in your class, or your friends are taking the same class as the same teacher, maybe you get together, form a study group. But the only thing about that is you study and then you eat. Because if you eat and then you think you're going to study, you're probably going to be tired, you're going to want to relax and watch TV, and then you're not going to study. So there you go. Also, if you're going to do a study group, make sure you have a leader or somebody, or maybe even a plan to keep you guys on task, because it can be really easy. You're having fun with your friends and you're goofing off, and all of a sudden, oh, we haven't studied anything and this test is in 3 days. And then also general school stress. For me, when it comes to if I have a lot of assignments, deadlines coming up, if it's midterms, if it's finals, whatever, I kind of like to do whatever is the hardest, that will take the longest, maybe the most important depending on your deadlines. You can organize it by deadlines too. I like to do that first and then kind of wean down to the easiest. Because I don't know about you, but if you work and you work later into the day, the later it gets, the more tired you get and the less good work you can pump out. And it's really easy to fill out a simple little, I don't know, crossword or something, rather than writing a nice big essay or working on a project that you and 4 other people are doing, and you got the PowerPoint part of the presentation. So just do what's hard first, then work on the easy stuff, and you should be okay. I also like to separate it into subjects. Maybe between subjects, I'll go get a snack, or go get water, and just sit for a few minutes and kind of calm down and catch my thoughts. But the only thing about breaks is they should be timed. And if you don't have a timer you're setting on your phone, you should know, okay, right now it's 6:11, and let's say right now this is part of my 5-minute break, and this is the first minute. Okay, I got 5 minutes, I'm going to go for an extra 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. Okay, well, if I'm going to go for 10 minutes, then I'm going to go to 6:21. You kind of got to figure that out in your head, and you got to give yourself a deadline. If you're going to watch TV, you're going to eat, you're going to relax, whatever you're going to do, you need to set a deadline. And I think for stress, the biggest thing is try not to get overwhelmed. I know school, work, personal family life stuff can just be really, really stressful, and you have anxiety or whatever you may be dealing with, and it might seem like the end of the world, but really you were going to get through it. And I don't want to give you, well, one good grade's not going to, like, ruin your GPA or ruin your grade for the class. I mean, yes, sometimes that's the case, but not most of the time. You'll be okay. And if you're in college like me, remember, you are so lucky that your finals are just the last unit your class has worked on. Because if you're in high school, I feel for you, because I remember accumulating everything from that semester and trying to put it all together for that final exam and dreading it the night before or the days coming up to the test when I have to cram all this crap into my head, and I'm like, what? Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so, how do you expect me to do that? So just try and, like, stay calm. Also, if you need your distractions, you need your distractions. You're going to need to take a break at some point. You're going to, like, just overdo it. So take your distractions, kind of, maybe take breaks, or, maybe, like, have an off day or something like that, and then get back to it the next day and work just as hard. But I feel like, you shouldn't overdo it. Maybe if you do really well with studying or working hard, you treat yourself. You go get a candy bar, you go get an ice cream. Or, I don't know, you go for a drive with a friend and maybe you guys end up, doing something fun. But you gotta treat yourself, and you just gotta limit yourself. You gotta try not to get too worked up, because the more you stress, the less you're getting done. And also, all-nighters, don't do it. Don't be that person. Do not be that person. And I'm shaking the camera for emphasis, but don't be that person. You just, no. All-nighters are not fun. I have not experienced one yet, but I do not plan on it because they seem terrible. So just work hard, get through this, take your breaks, reward yourself, have some fun, and remember, it's not the end of the world if you don't get an A in that class, or if your GPA isn't the best. You can always bounce back, and everything's going to be okay. I know this video was kind of long, but I just figured this was something some of you guys might need, and I know stress is something we all deal with in our daily lives. I hope you guys can figure out, maybe these tips will help you, or you can figure out other things that work for you, because not everything works for everybody. But I'm going to go. I will see you guys next week. I hope you have a good day, night, week, whatever time it is where you are. And like I said, I'll see you guys next week. So stay calm, deep breaths, and you can get through this. All right, goodbye.